Good morning, Bafedila. Just take us through some of the highlights of the summit. What can we expect Mr. Vavi to be speaking about this morning?
Well, of course, we understand that SAFTU has extended invitation to other societal structures that includes the taxi association, other political parties, as well as the gender structures, amongst others, basically to discuss the issues that are affecting them, ranging from the political issues, health issues, vaccination issues, amongst others. But I have invited the provincial secretary here, Buselezo Mudisa, to explain further as to what exactly is this all about. What do they mean when they say they want to discuss issues in relation to political issues, in relation to, the issues of unemployment and all other things. Mr. Mudisa, thank you so much for joining us here at Newzroom Afrika. We understand that the General Secretary Zwelinzima Vavi will be here to address the summit here in Mahikeng. What exactly is this all about? If you could just contextualize, what do you mean when you say you're going to discuss issues of, political issues, health issues, vaccination issues? What is this summit about?
Okay, thanks, Osbafedile. First of all, as the working class in South Africa, it's not actually a secret anymore that the working class as a whole is under attack as a result of neoliberalism. That's how we contextualize it. Neoliberalism is nothing else but an agenda which seeks to appease the rich at the expense of the poor people. And one of the issues that we would call actually as an organization which led to the formation of SAFTU, chief amongst was the issue of the independence of the working class. That as the working class, our core business should be to work with the community-based organizations, because a worker, before he becomes a worker, he's a community member. Number two, the issue which actually propelled SAFTU to convene or hold this summit was influenced by SAFTU National Congress in 2017. SAFTU took stock in 2017 of the challenges confronting the broader working class, which would recall that on the 7th of November, some of our unions, like the likes of NUMSA and others, were expelled for demanding nothing else but the independence of the working class movement, which is COSATU of that time. Then that's what led to the formation of SAFTU. SAFTU was actually established to address the two fundamental questions in the country, what we call the twin task of the struggle. Because SAFTU was established at a time where the working people, the working class movement, were at their weakest, where unions were weakened, where some of the leaders of unions were deployed to parliament and so forth and so forth. That on its own weakened the struggle of the primary motive forces, which is the working class. Now, in 2017, at the launch, then SAFTU then took a resolution that we need to establish a working class movement, a movement which is going to unite all our people, the unemployed, the youth, women organizations, women in mining, which is also part of patriarchal society which we are witnessing. Now, this summit is one of the 9 summits which are going to be convened in the country. But the aim and objective of the summit today is to draft a program moving forward on how the working people or our unions could then begin to throw their weight behind the struggle of the young people, free education, gender-based violence that we are witnessing on a daily basis, where out of 10 women, 3 is killed every day. Now, SAFTU says, no, the social movement can no longer fight alone. Our objective is to actually unite the society as a whole, that if there's an issue of service delivery in one of the townships or in one of the local municipalities, when the society is united, we will be able to fight against neoliberalism, capitalism, and other issues. So that's the base. That is one of the most important things to our view as SAFTU, to say we need to work with our own community-based organizations.
There are rumors, Mr. Mudisa, that says SAFTU it is in a process of forming a political party. What can you say about that?
No, that's not true. In fact, it's one of the tactics which are being used by pseudo-revolutionaries and counter-revolutionaries who are projecting themselves as genuine leftists. The truth of the matter here, the issue of the political agenda, it is informed, in fact, by the principles of SAFTU. SAFTU has never taken a position to establish a political party. However, SAFTU has only asked a question as to what needs to happen when the working class are confronted with these massive job cuts. What needs to happen when the working class children at the institutions of learning are actually confronting these challenges of lack of funding. It is on those bases in this summit. There are EFF Student Command. There will be SASCO in this summit. There will be Young Communist League in this summit. There will be a number of organizations here which actually are advancing the same agenda as SAFTU. Because our understanding is that SAFTU is a trade union federation. And for us to be able to advance our cause, we need to support our communities. Particularly what you are saying, we are in fact saying the working class children must be supported. The issue of education, it is not a student struggle. It is a working class struggle. Because as parents, we are failing to pay these exorbitant fees at the higher institution of learning due to the fact that some of us were unemployed as parents. That on its own is an economic struggle. And SAFTU then says we need to fight this economic struggle. I do not know, if then we have to fight an economic injustice, then becomes a way to political party formations. Then really it baffles one's mind, yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us, Ramodisa. Just contextualizing as to what exactly is expected as we're expecting the summit to resume, where the Secretary General Zwelinzima Vavi will be addressing later on members who have converged here from across the North West Province.
Thank you so much for that update. We will come back to you.